So the other day, I posted this up here, the 7-act structure, and I got a few questions on how exactly that works and why I like it and such. So I'm going to answer those questions in the next couple of minutes. I'm going to talk a little bit about it. A couple prefaces though. If you are a writer, and by that I mean if you put words on paper every day, you're a writer, your mileage may vary. This may not work for you. It may not be the thing that you want to use. That's okay. You can use any structure that you want. This is just one of the ones I find helpful. You may want to save the cat. You may want to do a hero's journey. You may want to just stick to the 3-act structure. Whatever you want is fine. No structure is better than another one. This is the one that just happens to work for me. So we'll go through and we'll talk about each of these in turn. So we're going to start out with the backstory. Okay, so the backstory is the thing that's going to haunt the central character, and it could be the thing that the character knows, or it could just be things that have happened in the story. So if we think about Star Wars, the backstory begins at the very first second of the film. I'm talking about A New Hope, when we see the crawl coming up the screen, right? That's filling you in on all the backstory. That whole backstory section runs from there to when R2-D2 and CP3O escape. Next, we have the catalyst, and this is the thing that gets the character moving, right? So this is the part when Luke, the farm boy who wants to be a pilot, finds the secret message from Princess Leia. Okay, so that gets things rolling, right? That gets him off and thinking about bigger things. The big event is the thing that changes the character's life. So in Star Wars again, Luke has met Obi-Wan. He's refused. He says, no, I don't want to be a Jedi. I've got to get back to the farm. And he goes back to the farm and he finds his aunt and uncle have been slaughtered. Okay, that's the big event. He no longer has a reason to stay, so he decides to join the fight and become a Jedi with Obi-Wan or take the Jedi training. The midpoint of the story is no return, right? Because up to this point, Luke can still go back. He could still go back to the farm and do something else. The midpoint of Star Wars: A New Hope is when Alderaan is destroyed and the Millennium Falcon is pulled onto the Death Star. At that point, there is no going back for anyone. They are now committed to this journey that they are on. The fifth one is our crisis. The low point, the dark night, the dark soul of the night, or dark soul, like dark night of the soul, whatever. It's the thing that's going to force the character to pivot and to get to the story's end. So in Star Wars: New Hope, there's two of them. I am your father, Luke, and when Obi-Wan dies. Now Luke has no one to train him. So that's going to be kind of our crisis point. The climax or showdown in Star Wars is pretty obvious. That's the final face-off. Luke destroys the Death Star using the Force, which leads him to number 7, which is our realization, or his realization, that the Force is strong within him. And it's also, we realize, and the characters realize as well, Luke is a hero, Hans is a hero, and so our 7-act structure begins again for Empire. Now, a couple of things of hints when you're going to use this, and I'm going to wrap this up really quickly. Work backwards, right? So create your ending first, then create the hook, which is in the very beginning. Introduce us to your bad guy as soon as possible. And those two things, and then kind of work on your midpoint and so on. Even within the structure, you have a lot of freedom. If you like this, give me a like and a follow, and we'll do more. Let me know what questions you guys have. Thanks, guys. See you later.